looks good to go both ways from the range, even down or up. GJ, same thing.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, how are you?
Good, good.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Who's in here? Vince, Keel. Well, a lot of people already jammed.
Damn, gold buys were nice.
Right? They popped up nice quickly.
Okay, nice call.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Nice.
I have a runner.
Oh, it is. Popped up a little. Oh.
Damn. Hit my TP quick.
Right? It popped up. Right when I said gold's about to pop, it popped. Fucking Dennis, like, nah, guys, about to see 1,500 of my buddy. Relax.
Shit.
Damn, you might be done for the day already.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done for the day. Unless Rakeel calls another big shot.
Yeah.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Raja.
Damn.
Good life. The good life. Living the good life.
Correction time.
You know what I'm looking at? I'm waiting to see if this 30-minute close, if this 1 hour close is bullish on GJ. I'll take buys up till 133.
Flat? 133 flat?
That daily support level, so we could be going up.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. If gold breaks above 1510, it's going to do a correction, at least to 1516.
That's right. Would be nice if my runner goes all the way.
Europe has news this morning around 9:30 your time. What's this? USD JPY. Oh, yep, this makes sense. I mean, the previous candle closed with no wick at the bottom, so I'll be pretty cautious about that.
Oh, I hate when it does that, man. It looks like it's gonna be nice and bearish, and then it does that shit and fully flips sometimes.
Draghi is speaking.
Draghi speaking, Bank of England speaking, Federal Reserve speakers, all same time. NYSE open.
Yeah, usually a nice downtrend should come to that area. I mean, there's nothing here to the left which is saying that it won't. Unless this 30-minute candle closes, I mean, now you need the 30-minute candle to close like still bearish. How do you know how big to draw the rectangles, or just the feeling? I know how to draw the rectangles because I've been drawing the rectangles for the past 3 years consistently at the same time every day. And I keep sharing my charts, And when I keep sharing my charts, I get better and better. People who don't share their charts, they don't get better and better. That's just the fact, you know? Because if you don't post charts, no one sees what you're doing, no one sees where you're plotting your zones, you're just trying to trade. And then you're losing, and you're losing, and losing, and losing. I mean, what's the point? Just quit. You know, if you can't share charts, if you feel like that your charts are not up to the par to be shared, then you just need to quit. Seriously. Like, you know, I hate when guys say, oh yeah, you know, like I'm not at that level right now, or I'm not that good. I mean, if you don't share charts, how will you get good? God damn. Simple fact. You know, if you don't go to the gym, how are you going to get those biceps? You can't buy them from Walmart. No, man. You need to post charts. Like, seriously, there's this girl in my group. She sends me charts every day, every morning, you know, every morning, and she's getting better and better. Let's see what she did today. Oh, another few pips. Posted this chart in the chat. Perfect. She keeps getting wins. Every morning she comes at London Open, she takes a trade, she wins. Golden GJ sends me a chart every day. You know, and I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to send chart, don't send charts. That's perfect. It doesn't affect me. Do you trade your USD? No, I hate your USD. I don't trade your USD.
Good morning, Rakeel.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Doing good. Doing great.
Yeah, I think JJ's gonna pop.
What's this?
You seeing the GJ pullback and then more downside?
I'm actually,
right? Like come test that zone possibly. But if it breaks that zone again, then
yeah. If this closes bullish, like the 1 hour, I'm gonna take buys.
up to that gray zone,
Yeah.
that's pretty safe bet.
Yeah, because essentially the 1 hour is creating a higher low and a higher high than the previous 1 hour kind of.
Anybody just trading GBP or Euro pairs, it's just best to if you can get a scalp in before like 9:30, because then they just have central bank speakers and then shit just goes crazy for a bit. Because Bank of England, the President of Bank of England, whatever, the head of Bank of England, Carney, he's speaking as well. Same time Draghi's speaking. Different stages.
Starting trading, do you think 100 is a reasonable starting amount? I think 100 is a good amount. I mean, starting amount, it depends on your financial situation, basically. You know, if you think 100 is enough, then 100 is enough. If you think 100 should be just a practice account, then it should be a practice account. I know a guy who started with $100. He took it to 400 in like 2-3 months. So he had money, and then he deposited 15,000, and he took 15,000 to 1,500 in 2 days.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say some amazing results.
No, man. I speak facts.
I thought this guy was
I thought you were gonna say 1.5 million.
No.
I thought too. I thought he did like 100 to 400. He's gonna do like 15K to like 100K. I was like, oh, great growth.
I speak facts, man. Facts. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Success stories aren't that easy, man.
Nice story. I just didn't like that.
Yeah, it's a great start. You had us in the first half.
See that gold, that ranging? just ranging. What's this guy messaging me here? Next time you're free, rip a blunt and do a okay, okay. Patrick Chung, you said that you get stopped out easily if you place the stop below the previous candle. That tells me that you don't share your charts enough, or you don't share your analysis with your mentors or the groups you are in. So, you know, that's supposed to happen. Oh, Roberto, please mute your mic. Or Roberto will be okay, perfect. Oh, just waiting for this hour to close. What's this? Your USD. If the 4-hour candle closes below the zone, it's a sell. TP above the zone. What? If the 4-hour closes below the zone, it is a sell. TP above the zone. You mean stop loss above the zone. Do you trade oil? No, I have my friend here who trades oil. Oh, what's this? My eyes. You know, instead of working on these EMAs, you could have worked on zones. It would be much better.
That's a lot of EMAs.
Lot of EMAs. I wonder what each EMA means.
Holy shit.
Red light, green light, yellow light, go.
When the arrow point in one direction is a buy.
Ooh, EJ just fell so hard. What's this? Waiting for a bearish candle with wick to the upside to take sells. Perfect. Awesome. Someone's looking for sells on GJ, and someone like me is looking for buys on GJ. So if this 30-minute close is bearish, I think this would be good. Just see how it closes. Got 10 minutes.
Finish off the hook, rakeel.
Excuse me?
Finish off the hook. You were singing that before I got high.
Oh yeah. I was about to wash the dishes, but I got high. Your GJ setup that you talked about possibly taking if the hourly close below is something we hadn't discussed in our one-on-one and isn't covered in market fluidity. Can you talk about it a little? Maybe we can do an entry catalyst. Well, it's not about an entry catalyst, Pete. We've talked about this in the market fluidity as well. And the only thing is that, you know, when price is coming down and this is a zone, this is a rejection through a zone. And the rejection through a zone happens when you have a candle formed bullish and the next candle should go bullish as well. So if the next candle is going to go bullish, it's going to create a lower high, it's going to create a higher low and a higher high. You know, so then you expect the next candle to continue moving bullish without breaking the low of the previous candle. It's just simple trend. I mean, if you're thinking that GJ is going to trend up to the zone, then you want the next candle to create a higher low and a higher high. And if the next candle can't do that, then it's not a buy. It's simple, you know. So if I take a buy and if I get stopped out because the next candle drops below, then that's my one trade. And most times I've done that, you know, it just works. Waiting for price to break past support zone. If cross, will go down to major support 1410. Okay, that makes sense. Right now, I don't see anything on UJ personally. Someone sees sells, that's perfect, because I think if this 30-minute goes down, then it'll be a valid sell too. I just don't like the way, you know, candles are going up, going down, going up, going down. They're not really clear to me. They're not speaking to me. Everyone wanted Ted to take drugs yesterday. Were people requesting Ted to take drugs yesterday? Hey, Ted. 30-minute close below support, 15-minute drop. Yeah, I think if you get this 30-minute to close bearish, you'll have a valid sell going down on UJ. I mean, if this market structure, if these candles were on the 30-minute chart, oh, this would be lovely sells, because then you'd get this bearish candle and the next one would go down too.
Gotta get up.
Hello, Jose.
Good morning, sir.
What's going on, buddy?
Chillin'.
How was school yesterday?
Thank God it's over. It was quick, actually. It was 2 hours. Ronnie's cool.
Oh, Ronnie's cool.
Yo, going into the ocean classes makes me mad paranoid working. They just tell you something like.
Did they tell you about the rock miracle?
They told, yeah, they did.
No joke. She
Nope.
kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They were showing us pictures of people getting electrocuted and shit.
Oh yeah.
They were showing
Right.
falls, like big ass falls, and just busted asses just like that, frozen. Fuck.
Jose. I want to get done.
No problem. Go.
Chilling.
I like it.
And you know tomorrow.
Hey,
Friday.
JR.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday.
No problem.
JR.
Tomorrow, I need to get a shot.
Oh shit.
JR.
Yeah.
I think you can mute yourself too.
My bad.
Get my glove.
Jeez.
Alright, what's going on here? Can I enter GJ? You know what I did? I entered a total risk I usually use is like 2%. I entered 1% right now.
I thought you were waiting for the candle to close.
Yeah. But I
Because
entered,
then when it pulls back a little bit from that wick and then head up.
yes, so I entered 1% right now. Don't enter yet if 30-minute close bearish. Ooh, someone's looking for sells on gold. Interesting. Basically, I'm expecting the next 30-minute candle to kind of let's do this. Do something like this. You know, if this closes bullish, so the next one should continue moving up. And then it's essentially like the next one shouldn't break this low here, because if it's an uptrend goes, makes a higher high, lower high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Same thing happening here. Candle goes bullish, closes bullish, made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So the next one should also make a higher low and a higher high. That's it. Simple. Got my stop loss. I know what I'm risking. If it hits take profit, perfect. If it hits stop loss, perfect.
only the airport has really good internet, I'd be trading that right now.
Hey, Chris, Mr. Chris. What's this? I was looking at CJ sales in the last 4 hour strong downtrend. All those broken came back down below trend line. Yeah, 4 hour. I mean, it should work. I mean, this take profit is way too low. This is way too aggressive. This should be the first target right here. Or this should be the first target right here. Just my thoughts. See what else is going on here. Ooh, Carlos Taveras. CAD JPY, up or down? I think you need to draw a zone here as well, Carlos, right here. I think you need to redraw the zone and then target this area down over here.
TJ's going. Okay, time to secure some positions. Actually,
Oh, GJ's moving?
yeah, I'm out.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Nice call, Raja.
Yep, this was a great trade.
Yep, it was.
I entered some more positions as it started to go up. Got 13 pips here. Putting stops at break even.
Oh, and it's still going.
Yeah. If someone caught this trade, just give a like on the stream. That's all I ask, you know, because I made you money. But we understand why it had to go up. Because the 30 minute, just as we were talking about it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was my trade for the day.
Oh, perfect.
Made a made like a nice stack.
Jeez, bro.
He's played out really well, Raja. Thank you, brother.
This will be the highlight of the day today.
Oh, it was perfect because if you look left, there's no traffic. There's no candle traffic.
Yeah, look, this is clean candle here.
That's aiming to be fluid, market fluidity, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you, coach.
you're welcome. Now what do we do? Wait for Euro news?
No, we just call it a day.
Yeah, I've called it a day. I entered a little aggressively too. Once I saw that it went in profits, I entered more positions.
That's good because when it went down, it formed that wick and it's pushing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, that's good. 1 or 2 scalps a day and keeps the stress away.
That's right, guys. That's right.
What did UJ do? Yeah, UJ 30-minute candle closed very, very weak. Extremely weak. EJ is trying to do a pullback here as well. EJ has dropped so much that automatically I look at this, I'm like, yeah, there's no trade on EJ because it just dropped so much. At least it has to retrace to like 117, 750. GJ was awesome, man. Just so beautiful. Beautiful. Like on the 1 hour, I was targeting, 133. But as it's coming into this area now, it's better for me to just secure my profits. Ooh, Nicole Tilapia got 16 pips. I caught sells on GJ. Oh, nice. Someone caught sells. Did I update my computer? No, I did not. I don't have time, man. I don't have time at all. I have to wait a week to write it in my schedule. Seriously, I have no time at all. I think at 4 today I can get that done. UJ stopped me out. Yeah, I mean, I read candles a lot. You know, I look at candles, the way candles form, because think about it. You know, if you're looking at a 1 hour candle on GJ, an average 1 hour candle moves around 25 pips on GJ, like, you know, 20 to 25. See, this is 23, and then you got this big one, this is 20, 30 pip candle, you know. So, like, and if an average candle moves 25 to 30 pips, then you're looking to grab a move on that candle as that candle is moving. You're looking to grab that trade, and that's all I look at. I looked at the 1 hour candle that closed bullish, so I was like, okay, you know what? If I expect the next one to go up, you know, how am I entering? Because if I start to look at the chart like this, I don't know what the fuck is happening, you know, because I need to look at the candles, because the candles will tell you stories. They will give you clues whether to exit, whether to enter, take profits, like you know, hit your stop loss, all those things. Yes, Ari, gold is ranging, so you need this resistance to hold at 1510. You know, so if you look at the 30-minute here on UJ, this one closed bearish with no wick. The next one closed like a you know, very weak body. I remember last week on Thursday I closed the GJ sell because the 30-minute candle closed like this, very weak, and then it ended up going down, you know. But then I see these candles as like, yeah, no, I don't know, too weak, way too weak, and this has no wick to the downside, so there's no range. Are you done trading? Yes, I'm done trading for the day. Looks like green traffic to the left. Gold should go back up if it breaks our consolidation box. What do you think? I think when you're plotting out charts, you should have two outcomes, for sells and for buys. You know, if you have two outcomes, and let's say your bias is buys and the price goes down, if you didn't plan for the sells, you're going to be confused and you're going to be like, oh shit, I don't know what's happening. You know, because my idea for sells was that if the 30-minute candle can close bearish, then I'm not going to take buys. I'm going to start looking for sells, right? I always have two outcomes in my mind, because like in the beginning, when I would get stuck with, let's say, oh yeah, trend is bearish, I'm going to just sell. You know, then price would go up, and then I'd be like confused. I'm like, why? Why did price go up? You know, and then I had to look into the charts to see, were there any clues left for me in the charts that said that price is going to go up? And this was one of those things, like when GJ drops this much and it starts to come up to an area where they can say, oh yeah, it's gonna, like, you know, retest this and go down, then they'll start taking sells. But when candles are bullish, that means they go up. You know, so for sells, you might want to see a candle like at least turn bearish first. How far left do you look when a price has entered a low that isn't been there for a while, lower time frame? I don't really look at that, because I mean, if we start discussing situations like these, we can have infinite number of scenarios. You know, what I can discuss is what happened right now. You know, this 1 hour candle, firstly these candles came down, you know, closed like a rejection. This closed bullish, jumped to the 30-minute. If I said it's going to go up, the next one should make a higher low and a higher high. And that was all, like, you know, the premises for the buy. The best thing about trading now is that you don't have to trade all the time because, you know, when price is ranging, it's really easy. Just wait. Like gold right now. Robert Knight. Can you point me in the right direction to learn about patterns and patterns? There are a lot of videos here on my YouTube that you can watch to learn about candles and patterns. But the most learning you're going to do is by posting charts. Posting charts over and over and over again. Trust me. Support created, good for buys if the statement closed bullish. No, I don't like UJ at all today because I'll tell you why. If you take a buy here, actually let's see how far this is. Okay, so if this is resistance formed, you take a buy, there's a minor resistance here on the 30 minute. Then there's another one right over here. So what's this price? Let's say 620. If this is 620 and we go over to, you know, this is 700, that's 8 pips. It's not worth it. And then once we break above, there's another one here, there's another one here, there's another one here. So this is very dirty price. This is garbage price. I would never look at this. For me to take an easy trade, I would not focus on this. Unless we break support here, because then if you look left, there's clean move that can happen. Right? Going up, there's a lot of issues here to the left. So it's all about what's that word, man? What's that word? Fucking language barrier, man.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know, I'm trying to say something in my head, but I can't figure out the word. Oh yeah, it's about choosing your battles. You know, if you take a buy, it'll be really hard to go up. But GJ was pretty easy because there's no traffic here to the left.
Yeah, that was a nice setup, dude. Well done, man.
Yeah.
Clean.
When it's time to wait, I get that anxiety that something is happening. I'm just not seeing it. Oh yeah, that happens to me all the time. Trust me, Pete, that happens to me all the time. But you know, I just have to wait for. So I have GJ, EJ, and gold open. You know, and I want one of these 3 pairs to print candles the way how I like them to be printed. And then I take that trade. Like GJ was so simple, so easy. My God! And if you look at EJ right now, it's same kind of scenario. It's now approaching this minor 30-minute resistance, so it's not the same idea on EJ. Because EJ might start to range now till I don't think Euro pairs are going to be good to trade till this news here. Draghi and you know. Looking for a rejection as they're a nice 4-hour retest zone for bearish continuation. Yeah, this looks good. This is perfect. So essentially, I think you'd want to see a candle form bearish at that area. So you can say, oh look, we formed resistance now. Raja, so someone in chat asked you about your records. What's your response to that? I have done enough to prove myself. So people can say whatever they want. You know, for 2-3 years, we've been said, oh, where's my FX book? No, my FX book. Okay, here, live accounts. Show live accounts. Oh yeah, live accounts. No, track records showed you a year-long track record. You know, now we've been doing these live streams for a year. You know, and when people wanna come on for a day and ask about records, spend your time here. You know, spend like a couple of months and then see for yourself. This is free knowledge. Look at that. Look at that still running, man. My runner is up 20 pips right now.
And it's funny because you take the trades, you tell about the trades, and then you post the results of the trades, and people still question.
That's the exact figures as well. Exact figures.
The exact figures, like the exact exit, the exact close, and it's just it's marvelous how people are so consumed by, like, it's almost like the doubting Thomas scenario. It's like it doesn't matter what you show them. It's like the other day when I did the live trade on Instagram, people are still saying that's not real.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is. It's just you can't comprehend it because you have $5 in your pocket and you see people making thousands, so you don't understand that. But this is the biggest thing I tell people. I have like 20 years on almost everyone, pretty much. I would say 80% of people that are watching, I have 20 years on you. Like, what is the hurry? And I think that's the biggest thing people can't comprehend. If you're in your 20s, you are an emotional wreck. I'm sorry to say, but you're emotionally not stable to consistently make big money for the most part because you're still trying to figure out who you are as a person. You've got all this pressure for everything else. You have to realize that you're in a different life stage. I can sit here and I can turn around and do $100,000 a day. It doesn't even faze me, but it phases you because you are looking at those Valencia shoes that are like $1,500, and you're like, oh man, I really need those. And I don't even go to that store. I have a pair of Nikes. They're $200.
With that time scale bit, with the experience, imagine getting just 1% that what gain is that? That's an amazing game. Even 1%. Right.
I just think people need to, like, this has been going on for a year now, almost more than a year. I think people need to calm down with the show me a track record. Because I said yesterday, my FX book can easily be manipulated. And people don't realize that. People don't realize that my FX book can be manipulated. And it's just because they listen to the internet, and the internet supposedly gives you the standard. And it's such a fallacy. The biggest thing that MyFX book does, if you look, people will open a MyFX book and then they'll turn off the tracking on their account and they'll just leave the top percentage gain there. And then people are like, oh, that guy did like 7,000%. And it's like, well, why don't you ask him to turn it on right now to see the latest tracking? They won't do it. Nobody uses FTR patterns. Yeah. And I guess too, Raja never turned around and never claimed that he was doing like $1 million a day either. The guy does, $500, $600, $1,000 a day.
That's what he does.
He does what he does. He's comfortable with that.
Yeah. Because some days it's not.
Yeah.
It's what the market gives, and I think that's what people get mixed up.
Yes. The runner is still going. 13 pips. That's 130 micro pips on your MT4, MT5. That's what 13 pips is, in case you don't know. So a runner can still be going because the spread on EJ is usually 0.9 or 0.8 pips. So that means 8 pips on your MT4 and MT5. So if he's up 130 pips, he can easily move his stop loss to 20 pips on MT4 and MT5 and still have the runner going. Do you think 5 or 6% growth week is aggressive? No. I mean, the thing with account growth and trading, percentage gain is all relative to what you're doing. And what I've always told people is when you eventually get experience in the charts, you're gonna realize what your comfort level is for percentage gain. What you should do is look at your last month's results, or the last 2 months, or the last 3 months of results, and see how much you gain every day on average, and that should be your target for the week or for the daily. That should be your target, because that means it's achievable. And once you go over your target, you should be done for the week. It's just for people to understand that. But the problem is people blow their accounts within 2 weeks or a week, so they don't have that track record, which I find remarkable, how people can blow an account in a day or a week. If you blow an account in a day, you should stop trading for a month. Teach yourself a lesson. If you blow your account in a like couple hours, you should stop trading for like 3 months. You know, things like that. Like there's a lot of things that, you know, you should never be blowing an account technically. I don't believe in account blowing. I don't believe that you need to blow an account to become a good trader. That's a fallacy, because the people that teach trading don't understand anything about risk management and don't understand anything about the probability aspect of trading and the gambling aspect of trading. Every financial market is a gamble. It's a calculated gamble. And, you know, that is what happens when you don't understand probability and statistics and all that other stuff. And a lot of people that are teaching Forex have never gambled a dollar in their life, so they don't understand what it's like to win or lose money. They just know that, hey, this line means this and this line means that. A lot of people that teach Forex have never taken a statistics or probability class, so they don't know how to comprehend why you're doing certain things and why statistically you shouldn't be blowing accounts. A lot of people that teach Forex have never taken a psychology or human behavior course or behavioral finance class, and they try and teach psychology. I was reading this morning, people were talking about their psychology course, and they're like, surround yourself with friends who make you want to win. That's not psychology. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That's not human psychology at all. Surrounding yourself with your friends who want you to win is not going to make you win.
Yes, that's true. It will not make you win.
What do you consider blowing an account when you have $0 left? How is that stupid? It's super key. No, hanging around with people who want you to win is not super key to your life. That's a false sense of security. That's like having friends that are telling you the shirt that's 3 times the size of your body looks good on you, just because they're your friends. That's not what you want in your life. You have to figure out what you need in your life. Your friends shouldn't be influencing you to do things. The human psychology element of Forex has nothing to do with friends, has nothing to do with the law of attraction, has nothing to do with the heart that you have for trading. That's not psychology of trading. Psychology of trading is understanding who you are as a person. And everyone will now take my psychology and pass it on to everyone else and make like they made it up. Human psychology comes down to what triggers you emotionally, how do you handle stress, what are stresses in your life that you're dealing with right now, and how does that impact your trading. That's human psychology. Human psychology also comes down to, why am I actually doing what I'm doing? It has nothing to do with your friends, you know, hyping you up or supporting you. That has nothing to do with it. Unless your friends are paying your bills, they have no part in your human psychology. If you want to be a millionaire among them like-minded people, no, that is a fallacy as well. The reason why you become a millionaire around other millionaires is because they give you opportunity. It has nothing to do with mindset. If you have people that have money around you, eventually they're going to introduce you to other opportunities, and they will allow you to come in because of the relationship. It has nothing to do with being with like-minded people. If I hang around with 5 millionaires, I become a millionaire because they give me an opportunity. It's not because of the fact that we have this sort of connection or bond. That's like saying if I hang around with NBA players, I'm going to become an NBA basketball player. That doesn't happen that way. And you have to learn that. And once again, all the crap that you've read online has poisoned your mind. I really want people to stop reading crap online, because the whole millionaire mindset is a fallacy. That's not a mindset. The reason why you become successful is because you find a passion for what you're doing, and that makes you work harder. And the hard work does not seem like hard work anymore. It just seems like a fun thing. So you want to do more fun things, and that's the reason why you become successful. Okay? Yeah. You know, and that's the problem. People think that okay, here's a situation. Hang around with me for 6 months, you're not going to become a millionaire. You're not. The only reason why you're going to become a millionaire is because I'll open the doors for opportunity for you. If I sit there and we go to lunch every single day, you're not going to become a millionaire just because you're hanging around with a millionaire. The reason why you will become a millionaire is because that person will give you opportunity. They don't give you a mindset. They don't give you a law of attraction. What they do is they give you an opportunity, and you as a person have to seize that opportunity and make it your own. That's the way you become a millionaire. That's what happens in real life. And this is what the internet does not teach you. Okay? How come when you go to a restaurant, you don't learn how to cook that food? Because you have to actually do something to learn how to cook that food. You can't just go to the same restaurant every day and eventually learn how to cook the food because you're eating it. Like, do you understand how stupid that sounds? And that's why I laugh when people post that crap on the internet. Because apply that idea or that ideology to other aspects. If I sit in a car long enough with a F1 driver, I'm going to become a Formula 1 driver? No. Only way I can become a Formula 1 driver is if I practice. They will allow me to become an F1 driver because they will give me tips to help me succeed. But if I sit there with an F1 driver every F1 race, I'm not going to learn how to become an F1 driver. So when you say, oh, if you sit around millionaires, you're going to become a millionaire. No, there has to be an active approach to what you're doing, and the people that you're surrounded by have to be accommodating enough to give you the opportunity. You know, and that's the issue, you know. It's just, I hate there's that quote of, like, if you hang around with 7 millionaires, you're going to become the 8th millionaire. And it's like people think that all you have to do is just sit around and suddenly you become a millionaire.
Yeah, I've got millionaire friends. I'm definitely not millionaire. It doesn't work.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, so Ted, where do you want to go for lunch?
Whenever. Come on. Maybe next week if you want.
Yeah, I live in the Brampton area, so I'll see you.
Okay.
Hey, I'm in the Brampton area too.
Okay, I'll see you there too.
We're all becoming millionaire.
Yeah. You know, sit beside me, watch me eat my food properly. Be like, hey, that guy's a millionaire. I gotta eat like him.
Yeah, I think it's one thing you said right. Like, when you're around people, you don't become them, but you become what opportunities you can grab from them.
Yeah. They might have a different mindset, but it doesn't 30 minutes a day.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone
I mean, if anything, I would probably just ask a bunch of questions about like, you know.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. But the thing is, though, if I was a millionaire as like a mechanic or a car salesman, and you weren't interested in car sales, you wouldn't become a millionaire. Like that's what people have to understand is the reason why you become successful is because you find a passion in life, and that passion is not work. Like you look at Raja wakes up every morning at 6:30. He doesn't think this is work. He enjoys it, right? But that success has multiplied him because he's just doing this. If you told Raja go work at Tim Hortons at 6:30 in the morning, he'd just laugh at you. He's not passionate about making coffee or serving donuts, right? So he's not going to become successful working at Tim Hortons, right? People who are franchise owners or people who like Tim Hortons, they'll become successful at Tim Hortons because they like doing that job, right? That's what you have to look at. It's what you're passionate about and how to monetize that passion. If I can give anyone advice in life, it's essentially understand what you're passionate about and learn how to monetize that passion. Figure out a way. Once you monetize your passion, you will then become successful and you will become ultimately, whatever riches you think you need. That's the biggest thing I can say. If trading isn't your passion, you're never going to be successful at it. You're never going to make money at it. Trading has to be a passion. And if it's not a passion, that's okay too, because there are thousands, if not millions, of other ways to make money. If you look at the NBA, a lot of people that are in the NBA are coaches, are assistant coaches, are trainers. They like basketball, but they never were good enough to play at the highest level, but they still wanted to be around it. So when you look at trading, maybe you're not going to become a top trader. Maybe you're not going to make $1 million from trading, but maybe you're going to look and you're going to enjoy trading, the aspect of interacting with people. So maybe you're going to build tools that will help people how to trade. Whether it's a new terminal, maybe you're going to program something to help people. There was someone the other day that Raja put up that made a journal online that you can plug in all your entries and keep a journal, right? Maybe they're not a good trader, but they built something that they believe will help traders succeed, right? So you have to look outside the box and not just focus on, I should just be a trader. And if I'm not a trader, I will never make money. There's so many other avenues. And the problem is people aren't dialed into those other avenues. They feel though as if I don't make it as a trader, I will not make it in the Forex industry. Maybe you become a market analyst. That's okay. It's okay to be a good analyst, but you just can't execute. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to fake it, there's a problem. But if you just turn around and say, listen, I just can't handle the emotional stress of trading, but I do a way to do analysis and build those stuff that way. And just figure out what makes sense for you.
Hey, that guy who made the simulator? I bet he was a trader, and then he's like, I can just do this. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the simulator, he built it, and he's like, I'll sell this, and I'll make side money. I'll make side income. And that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for someone to build a better terminal than MetaQuotes, and they would be instant millionaires. Because all they would have to do is launch a social media campaign and say why their terminal is better than MetaQuotes and sell it to a couple of big brokerages. And you'll be surprised the uptake, and license it. And once you start licensing it, you'll make millions.
Nice, Pete. This looks good from a market structure. Gold buys after 1510. Yeah, gold buys after 1510, and then it's got this support at 1505. Your JPY, this candle will actually, you know what? Draghi or ECB are gonna decide where yours gonna go, because you got Draghi for 9:30, and then 9:45 you got Carney speaking. So maybe it's gonna get really hard to trade GBP till then, and it's gonna get really hard to trade Euro till then. And UJ is just don't look at UJ. Gold is still ranging now too, you know. So this is good. Everything's ranging, so you can just, you know, sit back and
Wait.
yeah. Our stock someone on Instagram. Oh, can't see this chart. Alright, what's this? Gold. It will wait until it breaks the range, and if it crosses, buy above till 1515. Perfect. Ranging. My range starts from 1501 to 1510. Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, now, if you put your support at 1505, 1506, then essentially you got this another like a 40 pip range down below. You know, because these are the 1 hour candles, and if the 1 hour candles reject a price, that means it's an important price. You know, because look, the 1 hour candle rejected it right over here. What time was this? Pre-London, and then price came up here again in pre-New York, and boom, rejected it. And this was rejected at London, and price is now coming back here again. So now you gotta wait how price will act here. If it acts in a bearish way, then you know it's gonna go down to 1503. Just like yesterday it happened. Went to 1526, and then I was just amazed how it came to 1500.
I couldn't take that.
Man, I had a one-on-one session with somebody yesterday, and then I looked at the price at 12. I'm like, what? 1500? I thought my MT4 was glitching. That was nasty.
Big jump.
First time watching, really enjoyable. Oh, thank you, Shell Needler, Mr. Shell.
Like, man.
Yeah, we have fun. Yeah, I mean this thing just blew me away over here. Blew me away, mate. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Nice. Total week profits. Oh, so the monthly profits. So see now, here monthly profits was negative 220, then plus 157, and then 565. You know, so thing grows, man. Thing grows. Even if you can make for 6 months, if you can consecutively make 300 plus, I think you're on a good path right there. Okay, what's this? What is this? Ooh, gold. Clean candle traffic to fill on an upwards move. Yep, this makes sense. If support broken, we'll go, yep, perfect. This makes perfect sense. So now you just gotta wait. Oh, that was gold. We got final GDP too, got some volatility. I guess gold is ranging for this news here, GDP. But they're expecting same numbers. So why would it start ranging? It's just taking a breather here.
think after yesterday, I kind of needs to.
Yeah. What's this? UJ 30 minute. Yeah, perfect. You know, I think your stop is too low. Stop could be at 107.650 ish. Oh, look at GJ. Took profits at the top and came down.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, man.
Oh man, my whole body hurts.
Oh, old body.
Rakeel, I'm getting old.
I wonder what's gonna happen when you turn 30.
I wonder that. Oh my god, I wonder that too. Man, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Man, I feel better these days than I did in my 20s.
For real?
For real. Trust.
That's good. I want to hear that.
I woke up in the morning, I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god, Raja, what is this?
But you're in shape.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in shape too, you know, but I don't know why my whole body hurts.
yeah, I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm like, oh wow, this looks so good right now.
Maybe,
Alex, why didn't you say you want?
no, vegan hot dog. I'm not around. Me and Rakeel, we got guns.
Ooh, take care, Iron Man. Have fun. Oh wow, look at that euro dropping.
I didn't think good.
Oh, you had a GJ buys? Early, right?
Yeah, I had GJ buys.
Let me see.
I opened a 5 lot and then I closed 2.5 because I decided to wait. And when I closed the rest of it, it just shows 1 5 lot. And then I opened a bunch of them too as it was starting to move up.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did you close them quickly together?
Yeah, so like in MT4, if you close partials, it shows separately. But in MT5, if you close a partial, then it's going to add it on to the original one and just show that as just one whole position.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I saw like a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, because I closed all of them at like 132,880, but my best position, it shows that I closed at like 780, something like that.
Yeah, you have no idea who started following you. Fibs don't lie.
Yeah, but the profits add up, so that's good.
Fibs don't lie started following me at
Hips don't lie. Hips don't lie. We are ranging in gold. Ranging. Wait.
Yes, I had those gold buys. That was really good. From 1506 to 1508.
Yeah. Have you heard about FTR or FTB? Yes, I have heard about them and I don't understand them.
Oh yeah, Alex knows about it. Alex, thank you.
Yeah, FTR is failed to return or some shit like that.
Failed to
Return.
Wasn't like that. Oh, Alex
Dimitri know how to explain it well too.
Dimitri?
Yeah, he know how to explain it real well.
Nah, failed to return first time back, right? Alex explained it like 1,000 times already. I always forget. Basically, FTR was the golfing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And first time back was back into consolidation. I think so. Wow, gold did not move at all from yesterday to today.
Yeah, Mac, I got out at the top 2 last night in the Asian at 1509 or whatever it went to.
Who's this?
SK.
Oh, SK, what's up? Yeah, I got off at 1508.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to urgent care because my body's hurting way too much. I don't know, I probably have a virus from my hand. This is not normal. Way too much. I don't know, I probably have a virus from my hand.
Ooh, EJ did a maneuver over here. See how important it is to wait for candles to close? Wow. Gigi's making a one last push-up. Interesting.
What? Oh, you waiting for the final GDP?
I think we're waiting for the Draghi speech, 9:30, right?
9:30.
The 9:45, the other guy.
Oh, the Draghi speech, but that's for the euro.
Yeah, but it looks like gold's just ranging. It's not doing nothing.
It's talking about gold and the chart. It's saying waiting for news. I'm guessing it will be GDP.
Oh, I see.
That's on the U.S. News today, GDP, and FOMC accident.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's just in about 35 minutes.
Yeah, final GDP. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that too.
Wow, someone's still holding your runners? This could be pretty good.
It's gonna go to the moon.
Well, who knows? It could. It could, you know, maybe this whole move down was a fake out.
Yep. Yeah. Trying to lock my trades.
What's this? Nice. Oh, something in the chart. Won't all the other news in 30 minutes affect gold, not just GDP? Well, GDP is in 30 minutes. So that's going to affect gold. What's this? AUD USD. If you close above, we can expect a bull run to the next zone. Yes, that's correct. That is absolutely correct. Gold's dropping. If gold closes below right here, it's going to go down 1503. How can all this move down be a fake out? Well, I'm just speculating. I'm speculating. Because if price comes up and closes above 133 and 133 100, then, you know, then essentially it's closing back in this range here. And then it's going to continue up to 133 500. You know, so all that volatility, that might come from Carney speaking. You know, who knows? Anything can happen. You can just speculate. Because if that happens, then I'll know why it happened, because I already talked about it. You know. Oh, someone sent the chart for the first time and sent the wrong code.
CJ is on resistance. If we close above the resistance bullish, we're going up to the 395, right?
Yes. I believe your JPY might have some upside, because the 30-minute candle has closed above these two candles here to the left. Let's see what happens. Trading for 5 to 12 pips is not fun. I think trading for like 10 to 12 pips is a lot of fun.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's not fun because it gets boring, because then you gotta wait for the next day, but that's the whole point of trading.
Yeah.
You know?
When is trading supposed to be fun? Is your job at work fun? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Because the whole idea about trading is having independence of time, you know. So if you're only spending 3 hours on the charts, you're trying to take like 1 or 2 trades, then you have independence of time for the rest of the day. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's just funny because I think people that say that have a $100 account and they're only making $1 or $2, so they don't like the fact that they're not making money. I think people should switch. Trading 5 to 12 pips is not profitable for me because I want more money. I think that's the more accurate answer. So you see, this is another example of human psychology. If you're trading 5 to 12 pips and you're making, you know, $5,000 or $10,000 every trade, I guarantee you wouldn't have a problem with it. But because you're not doing it with it, you now justify saying it's not fun. And I think that is the biggest part of human psychology, and this is a perfect example. So thank you, Cedric, for pointing that out, that you believe trading for small gains is not fun, because inside your head, it has nothing to do with being fun or boring or, you know, exciting. it has everything to do with the fact that you're not making the monetary gains you believe you should be making. And that is a perfect example of mindset that is incorrect when it comes to trading. Because if everybody here had $1 million account and you were trading 5 to 12 pips, you probably would be fine with it. We probably wouldn't even have this stream open, because people would just be like, oh, I already traded today, I'm done. But you have to get there, and that's a process. So it may take you 1, 2, 3 years to get to that point, but you will have learned enough along the way to ensure that when you open up a large lot size or you open up a bigger trade, you are comfortable with the process and you can easily make money from that process. And that is the biggest thing that people don't understand, is you should be looking at your account every day as, hey, if I have a profitable day, I'm one step closer to getting where I need to be. You know, people save money for vacations, people save money for different shoes, people save money for a car, people save money to buy a house. This process is the process of saving to give yourself something in the future. The fact is, people don't look at it that way. They look at it as, well, I'm here working, I deserve money. You don't deserve anything. You're not entitled to anything. What you're entitled to is the opportunity to make money. That's the only thing in trading that you're ever going to be entitled to. You're not entitled to profit. You're not entitled to have a good trade. You're not entitled to any of that. And the sooner you realize that there's no entitlement in this business and you are just here as a soldier in the field and in the battle, and every day you are hoping not to die, that is the only way that you should be approaching this entire, I guess, market. Is you are a soldier fighting a war against people that are better than you, stronger than you, faster than you. You have so many things against you, and if you can come out of that war every day unscathed, if you can come out with a profitable trade, if you can say that there was no trade today and just avoid everything, then you're winning that war, and you have to understand that. And if that is too hard for you to comprehend, then you, like I said, and I always say this, maybe you need to get a job, maybe you need to find another hobby, maybe you need to do something that is more constructive with your time. Because the sense of entitlement has to be removed before you become successful.
Oh, it's just dying.
Yeah, class 10 6.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, market open.
Oh wow.
That push.
Gold did go to 15.
Yeah, I just got that push on the 15-minute candle.
Nice. Man, we called this move as well.
Market open.
Yep.
USA open. Tank.
Tank. And GG is heading up. Called EJ as well. Closed above. Move up.
Yeah, GJ is going to do some damage today.
Yeah. Oh, nice question. Vix not lie. What lot is profitable? Yeah, so if you use a $1 lot, you're going to lose all the time. But if you use a... Oh, man.
at that analysis on gold too. I just saw your chart, Raja, and then I looked at my chart. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll take a sell.
Yeah, I even called it, like, if this closes below support, then it's gonna come down to the next one. And and when it comes down to support, logic dictates it's gonna reject it. So should you hold positions or should you take profits?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. People have to learn how to map out an idea. I think it's very difficult for people to apply that kind of knowledge, because what they'll do is they won't put like 3 or 4 time frames together and figure out how strong that support level is. And what they'll do is they'll take a trade and then it'll start running, and then they don't understand that, hey, like, maybe there's not enough range here for me to take a trade, or if I'm not comfortable in terms of where I need to exit, I can't take that trade either. Because really all we had to do was drop to that support, and we knew we were pretty much going to get it with the opening of the New York session. I think people need to learn and get better at that if you're going to map out an idea, you need to give yourself a range that you're comfortable executing on. And if you can't get enough range where you can have a profitable trade, then you can't trade that idea. Like, there's a lot of ideas that we can look at and we can execute on, but the idea is not going to be profitable in the long term, or if you ran that scenario several times, it wouldn't make sense. And that's the trap that people fall into, is when you map out an idea, you need to be able to go through a bunch of what if statements. And what I mean by that is essentially the first thing you do is you look at like several time frames and you say, okay, does this make sense to go to this level? And how would I be able to judge if it makes sense? Do all my time frames look to be in that direction? Are my higher time frames giving me that bias? And if all of them line up, then I can say, okay, great. Step 2 would be, how much more do I think we're going to move up based on the current zones to the left? And if there's a lot of traffic to the left, then maybe we're not going to move up more, or maybe the move will happen, but it's too difficult for you to take, right? It's almost like when you look at something and you say, well, I know we're going to go up, but there's so much information to the left that I'm hesitant on. That means that there's no trade. Don't be discouraged after that the trade did what it did. It's just, it didn't fit your parameters, right? Like, this is the biggest mistake people make, is they'll turn around and they'll say, well, I could have taken that trade. I knew it was going up, but you weren't confident enough to take that trade, so that's okay. The fact that your analysis right means that you're on the right path. The fact that you didn't execute means that there was a parameter in that trade that didn't make sense to you. The analysis can be right 100%. Like yesterday, gold dropped, right? Everything dropped, everyone sold gold. For me, I couldn't sell gold because it didn't make sense to me. It didn't matter how big the drop was. It's in my head, it has to make sense on what's happening. And if I can't comprehend it or I don't understand it, the market can tank 15 or 20% and I still won't take a trade. I have to be comfortable with every single variable in my trading idea to execute on that trade. That is what you have to get used to. You have to get used to being able to say, yeah, I like it, but I don't like it enough. And then when it runs the way it's supposed to, you don't get discouraged because you didn't execute. You get encouraged with the fact that, hey, I saw the move was going to happen. There was something here that didn't allow me to execute. I have to go back and review what didn't allow me to execute. And then I have to say to myself, how can I improve upon executing on that idea? And that's where your ability to trade or find trades will expand, because you'll start to overcome different obstacles in the chart. You'll say, oh, this was a rejection on the 4-hour support. I didn't have confirmation that the next 4-hour candle was going up, but I saw on the 15-minute chart that that's a good enough confirmation for me that we're rejecting this level, and the 4-hour candle will start bullish. Gold drop yesterday was because of home sales. Home sales? No, it was because Trump said that they were coming to an agreement with tariffs.
Oh, GJ hit 133. Almost. I'll count that as 133. Oh well, there we go. Oh well, okay, perfect.
I think that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, so look what we were talking about earlier. If you look on the 30-minute chart, all these candles, they're making higher lows and higher highs. And this is what defines an uptrend. That was the premises of my buys earlier.
Very good they were too.
Yeah, I'm surprised the candles kept making higher highs and higher lows. Very simple, so simple and streamlined, you know, so streamlined.
It closes above the range, but we can take a right.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, exactly, and that would be perfect. And like, you know, this happens and Carney comes and shit just flies. The wicks count as, the wicks are the higher highs and higher lows. You know, because if you look at the candle tried, this is the highest the candle. I mean, it's just very straightforward. Like, it's the wicks of candles reach. Have a good one. Someone's leaving.
Auto college 53 club.
Look at that. Look at that. See, we had a very, very heavy bearish trend, but we looked at the smaller time frames and then we decided, okay, you know what? This is gonna go up. And when you look left, there's clean traffic. You're like, perfect. This could be the target. So easy when you read candles. This is somewhere where I entered. I entered when this candle was about to close. Closed bullish, next one wicked down and moved up. The next one wicked a little deeper and moved up. Man, I can look at this trade all day. What does the market tell you when the candle high match up or bottoms match up? Oh, nothing. I'm not going to go into that because that way you can create infinite number of different scenarios. And we're here not to work on scenarios, we're here to work on what's presented right now. That would be a 4-hour GJ fake out. Where do you think it'll go after that? Or is it something to ignore? I don't know. Like, I'm just speculating, you know, like if that closes, if 4-hour closes above, let's say 133, 100, then I guess it's going to go back to, like, you know, it's going to break this resistance and then head over to 133, 400 safely. So something to look out for, you know, if that happens, it happens. But like a lot of people are watching this breakdown retest to continue moving down. So for a retest, you'd need a resistance formed at this level. So now this is where your waiting game comes in. Like, how much are you gonna wait to see if you're gonna wait for resistance to be formed or not? This is very important.
And then I'll add something that goes beyond all that and say we're coming towards the end of the month. So if you look at the monthly candle, what do we believe the monthly candle is trying to do before the new month starts?
Oh.
So that sort of when you look at that and you go to the higher time frames, you start to say, hey, now we're probably going to pull up a bit and range for the next couple of days. And then when the new month starts, that's when we'll get the bigger move.
You know, now when you say it that way, looking at monthly, I think it's going to move up. It's going to close strong bullish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this happened last time too.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Always pulls his finger out.
Perfect. We're going bullish. I mean, look at me. It does make sense because last month candle came down and just rejected it. Let's look at the weekly here.
Always keep that in mind when we come towards the end of the month. What does the monthly candle look like? What are we trying to do, and see what we can get from it.
very similar to the first week head as well.
Yeah,
Just the same kind of.
that's right.
Do you ever correlate USD pairs with DXY? Nope, never. Looking at candle closes on MT4 at the bottom right hand corner has helped me to know where trend is going. Oh, nice. Very nice. When I said I want the other news in 20 minutes affect gold, I meant counting jobless claims. Oh, okay. If I got the silent keyboard. Yeah, I have the silent keyboard. It just doesn't work. I have to go return it. And now I have to create a whole game plan to create time to go to Walmart and return it. I think it'll be easier to just go and buy a new one.
You bought it at Walmart?
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing grocery shopping and I walked through the entertainment section. I was like, let's go get a wireless keyboard.
Yeah, but Walmart's got pretty good stuff. You can see like graphics cards in there too.
Oh, yeah, not in Canada, no.
The problem is the Walmart in the States has so much more selection.
Yeah.
Trust me, when I went to New York and I saw, what the hell, how come we don't have half of the stuff that you guys have?
They sell Marlboros too.
In New York, we got everything, bro. Like, you go to Walmart and you could find anything from a graphics card to CPUs to RAM.
And then I seen the prices for, even though it's an American, it's in USD, it's just, I seen like the price of it. I can understand why people like buy shit because it's just the amount of, the markups in Canada is ridiculous. Like for a 60-inch TV, like not that I really watch TV anymore, but like a 60-inch TV or even a 70, or was it 70? I don't know, whatever. It was like 200 something US. What the hell? You'll never see those type of prices in Canada. Like honestly, market's ridiculous, man.
Oh, look at EJ. See, candle closes are more important than the way the candle closes. Oh, that's a tongue twister.
Say it again.
Candle closes are more important than the candle closes.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
What's this? What do we have here? Oh, can't open this chart, Danny. Danny sent the wrong link. Oh, let's see if I can adjust my mic sensitivity. Let's see here. How do you open sound settings?
I'm gonna get ready to head out now. Have a safe trading day, everyone.
Have a safe trading day.
Thank you. Waiting for GDP.
Alright.
Someone said gold is falling. Yes.
Gold is falling to support.
Oh, Danny again sent the same chart. Oh, Danny.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Sending the same charts all over again.
What, we got 10 minutes?
think the reason why nobody trades cryptocurrency here is because this is Forex, and cryptocurrency really has no history. It's very hard to come to determinations with cryptocurrency if it has no history. Trying to say, oh, we're dropping because of a fib level or because of this thing, there's not enough data to support that kind of analysis. And I will argue with anybody till the cows come home that you cannot properly do analysis on crypto because there is not enough data to support analysis in crypto. Crypto is unregulated. Crypto moves based on random ideas. There's no real sense of a supply and demand because it's not something that has been fully adopted yet. So when you look at the idea behind crypto and you trade it, you fully don't have an awareness of what exactly is happening. And anybody that tries to sell you on that idea that they do are lying because of the fact that the governments still have not fully adopted crypto. So we don't know when the governments adopt crypto what exactly will happen to these current cryptocurrencies. And that is why I always caution people is if you have crypto and you use crypto, that's great. Use it as a transportation device and use it for, transferring money and stuff like that. But to say that there's an ability to trade crypto and, well, it's going to drop to this support level, it's going to go to this resistance level, there's no sound data to support that. You may get lucky and it may work out in your favor, but I don't like getting lucky. I don't believe in luck. I think what we need to have is we need to have more data to support why a cryptocurrency is doing what it's doing. And we currently don't have that. So that's sort of what when you look at, and that's the reason why I won't ever trade crypto. The crypto is good for transporting money because I can send it anywhere I want. Someone exchanges it, they get money, they're happy. That's sort of what crypto is for.
So I just had sales on gold from 1408. No, sorry, not 1408. 1508.5 and closed out at 1505, and it's just dropped more. But looking at the higher time frame, I strongly believe, I think it could fill the weekly wick,
Mm-hmm.
To 1485, especially if the rates are going to stay the same as well. And obviously we're in bearish momentum. We've pulled up the top of the liquidity, so we've got a huge weekly whip to the upside. So I think it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at that as well. I think you need the 4 hour to break. We need the higher time frames to break a little bit more. I think if you break below 1500, you're safe to 1493. And then once we break 1493, then we're off to the races. So there's lots of time for this move. So I'm not too concerned if we do drop down.
And the AUD trade played out the way I thought it would. It just kind of stalled it. I'm not looking at it anymore because I've got what I wanted from it. So.
Oh, EJ. Yeah, I like that. Oh, wow. Danny. Danny, did you catch that, EJ?
I got 6 pips there.
Oh. See, we were right on this. Right on the money.
Yeah.
Nice. And UJ is still arranging. Beautiful. So what did we do today, man? We did a lot of things today. We trades called. We called GJ buys, gold sells. You know, gave the complete idea. And EJ buys. You know, I'm not making this up. Like, if you're here late, you'll have to watch the recording. I wish I just made things up, you know, and someone just said, oh yeah, look, he lied over here. Yeah, EJ was nice. Oh, damn.
Oh. You gotta do stops on gold?
What happened?
Are you gonna do stops on gold?
No, I'm not trading news. If you don't take trades, it is good to make those calls. Yeah, I make those calls all the time because now I know that I'm not stupid. That's the number one thing. I mean, like when you have an analysis and that analysis plays out, don't be sad. Be happy. Be happy that you were right. That's why I'm on the streams every day. Just to, you know, see if I'm right. Let's see what this news does. Oh, drop in. Wow. Will it touch 1500 again?
Oh wow.
Oh wow, touching 1500. Pull back. Goes like, fuck you. You know, this is what he does, gold. Price comes down so hard, people take sells, goes like, fuck you, goes up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go up.
It goes like, you wanna take sells? Take this. Boom. Smacks a dildo in your face. You're like, oh shit. Yeah. Because I think when you're a new trader, most of the times you get perfect entries, but in the opposite direction. When you're a new trader. That used to happen to me a lot.
Wow, nothing.
Yeah.
Buy stops didn't get activated. What a shitty day.
What's this? See, I looked at this chart before when you sent me this chart, and I just don't know. I have no fucking idea what's happening here. No idea. This is first of all, it's a 2-hour chart. Second of all, you can see all the way to. I mean, I just can't read this chart. Plus, you see what's on the screen. It's just for real, man.
You can't read it, and there's some like scribble in the back.
And then people say I'm a dick.
You are a little dick.
Wow, look at that. Look at gold. Just
I know.
see, that's why I didn't trade news in gold, because almost all profitable traders are in shape and ripped. That's why I started working out again this week. A lot better.
Who said that?
Well, that's kind of true. Ted is ripped. Seen Ted? Ted's pretty ripped.
Yo, I'm ripping pants. That's what I'm ripping.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm ripped? Holy cow. You guys have low standards.
Yeah, I mean, trading and going to a gym and owning a business and all of that. And people think that we're superheroes. You know, to be ripped 24/7 is not healthy.
That's like being like what, 5% body
it's
fat?
lethargic. You're being lethargic.
5-6% body fat?
Yeah, I was at 6% for 4 months, and I was going crazy.
Oh wow.
I was like, nah, hell no, I'm going back.
Lowest I've been like is 11, and I was like, oh shit, I am ripped.
Yeah, you feel so like lethargic, no energy, like blah.
Gold. Someone said gold going to 1520.
No, I don't see that happening.
Options and hide this user on channel. No, it's joking.
That's funny. He said, almost all profitable traders are in shape and ripped as fuck. That's why I started working out. Like the working out is not gonna help with the trading.
See, if you're looking at GJ, there's 30 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. So I guess it'll be very important for you to wait for the 4-hour to close. And that's also gonna get the 30-minute candle to close here as well. So if you're looking for retests, for it to continue moving down because it's a high time frame break and retest, then I'd wait. I'd actually wait for this hour to close.
What's your take on GJ? Do you see it as bullish?
Right now, it's nothing because it's at a crucial zone. So if this candle closes above, I'd say like 130 to 100.
No. I'm talking about daily, on a daily.
I don't know. Like I'm only talking about what I see right now.
Oh.
I don't know about daily. Daily is leaving a wick, and daily like this week closes tomorrow. I mean, look at this. It's down or up. So either this daily is going to finish bullish or bearish, and my bias is bullish if price comes above 133 100.
Yeah, the daily today is just a fuckery because it's Thursday, middle of the week. We had the big move was yesterday. I think you'll bounce around, and then tomorrow either the daily candle for today will get filled, or we'll reject and we'll fly all the way up. And I mean, people will be like, yeah, that's the obvious thing. But I mean, that's how you have to approach trading. I mean, we'll wait and see. If there's a wick that forms, think about it this way. The scenario here is if the wick forms up and then we push down into this current wick right now on the daily, then we're going to fill it, right, on the weekly. But if we push down and reject and go up, that means that now this area that we're rejecting has become a support region. That's more of the information that I guess I should have given in the first synopsis, but that's sort of how I'll play GJ. Is I'll look at it and say if that's what I want. If I want to take a trade, that's what I'd be looking at.
Like right now, for me, I wouldn't take any trades for GJ.
No, there's no point.
Now, once I see maybe two daily candles flip bullish, maybe yes, I'll take an entry.
Well, like I told a lot of people, and we've talked about, we're sitting at 132, and we're going to sit between 132 and 135 until Brexit sort of gets resolved. So, I mean, we got lots of room. Technically, the only way you should be worried is if you don't get in GJ before 139. If you look at GJ and you get in anywhere between 132 to 139, if you can get a buy in there, once the Brexit and the UK recover and everything starts working again, we should have a recovery back into the 140s for GJ. Now, the reason why is because that is the major range for the weekly that GJ will have. The other thing is, too, when you look at Brexit, the whole idea behind Brexit was the fact that the UK and the European Union had all these agreements with all these countries.
Right.
The UK is now getting their own agreements separate than the EU. So they're essentially going to have the same trade partners that the EU had when they were in the European Union. So that will recover the pound. The problem is what will happen with the European Union. That's the bigger issue. The UK will survive. Right now it's just a shit show because everything is all over the place. But they're already building all those agreements that they currently had before Brexit. So that's just going to be the UK finding their feet again. And once they find their feet again,
starting from scratch. My bad.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch. That's what I think about it. Like, you're gonna start from scratch. You're gonna have to set up all new trade deals with all these countries that you didn't want to be part of. Which is gonna be sort of difficult.
No, they've already started it.
Yeah,
they're started. Okay.
It's like the trade deals that have been done and kind of confirmed, especially like the US and Trump and stuff. They're actually better deals anyway. They're better than they were originally. So it's ideal that it's definitely going to go back to like Ted was saying, but it's a patience thing. It's just got to get finished and completed, a bit more confirmation and then that'll be it after the races, I think.
Right. Every time I need to hear something about GBP, I go to Chris.
Simon knows his stuff too with that.
No, that's good though. So how long do you think this Brexit's gonna be completely done?
Well, they still say they're going to be leaving on the 31st, but that doesn't mean it's all going to change. But
on the 31st of
October, yeah, that's
October.
Sticking to that, but the actual deals and everything getting back to normal, yeah, I think are good probably.
Right, like
maybe after Christmas, 6 months probably until it starts showing real good progression. But I think it's just going to be a slow. I don't think we're going to get like a massive jump. It'll be a lot of progression.
Right.
Months made, I think, but the majority are done. And like Trump was saying, he even said last night that the deal he's made with the UK from the US side is better than it was already previously. It was already set up. So, you know, things like that's positive.
Right. All right. So let's say 31st of October is being signed, and 6 months from there.
It might be less. It's very hard to tell how it's going to react. But I think as soon as the actual decision's made and we actually have left, there's going to be a jump. I would feel quite big, but how it progresses economy-wise for the future, I'd just say it'd just be a continuous, slowly moving back up. Like it has come down for the last however many months, you know. It'd just be the same repeat backwards. But yeah, it's still there's just lots of arguing right now in the parliament and stuff. They're more concentrating on arguing about people than getting a deal done. But, yeah, it's just annoying.
Yep.
I mean, it's dragged out so long, man. I think it's been like years, man.
Years, right?
Yeah. It's been 3 years probably. Oh, it's mad.
From 150 to 126. Let's see how much.
So it started to show signs of progress since Boris came, and there's been stuff been said that is very positive, which is good, but still not consistent, if that makes sense. Not yet.
Right, not consistent. That's the word.
And that's why we've had that pullback now, I think, from where it was. What was it, 30? What last week? 30.
Yeah, at 135.
Yeah, it's stuff like that, and then you know that whole thing with Boris probably lying to the Queen and stuff. You know, all that kind of stuff.
What did Boris do?
Well, no, apparently, yesterday they said that basically what he did by closing the Parliament, he basically lied to the Queen. So,
he lied to the Queen?
Well, kind of. That's how they're putting it, but well, I don't think he kind of lied to the Queen, but yeah, that's kind of how it's been put in the media.
Lied to the Queen.
No, that's for real. Brad said yesterday, off with his head, man. That's
execution right there. That's stone him. Stone Boris.
Yeah, man.
Get him stoned.
But that's the thing, they're talking about that type of stuff more than let's get the deal finished. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, I'm sure, but I mean, they're concentrating on stupid stuff like lied to the Queen. Now they're arguing about whether she should still be in power. Man, they need to concentrate on the fact. And to be fair, Boris is saying exactly that. He said, look, we need to cut this all out and actually get on with what we're supposed to be doing.
Right. I mean, you still need the Queen's approval.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, once that's all done, I think, to be fair, they're making progress. It's just very slow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's going to be done as well.
So we're going to have Trump re-elected, so...
That's I think.
Oh, wow. Gold, opposite.
Yeah, I had to buy some gold and I closed. Wow. It whipped down and then, I closed too early. Yeah, it's good for Forex. What is it?
Yeah.
Nice. I think you're gonna find that in an hour and a half, there's gonna be a lot of volatility in the euro pairs. So I would say just like be careful with the euro and GP pairs.
Yep.
Hope to get a GJ short. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for this 4 hour to close and see how it closes. Which will also be the 30-minute and the 1 hour close.
No?
and then you gotta give me like a week or two to make some money off of this costume shit, so I can give you some more money. I'm making
What?
What?
Custom. Oh, Halloween.
Probably a proper conversation.
I'm gonna dress up like Boris Johnson for Halloween.
With that yellow hair, are you gonna paint it?
I don't know. I think his hair's not that yellow. It's not that like Trumpy yellow. It's like more like
That boy's orange.
yeah. It's like an orange. It's very orange. Trump is orange in the face and like blonde on the hair.
He's the most orange person I've seen.
You could squeeze orange juice out of his.
Have you paid attention to his eyes?
Who, Trump? Yeah, he looks like
It's kind of culo de pollo. It's kind of chicken butt.
Culo de boy, right? Like he looks like he's stoned.
$850. 1885.
Ooh, if the gold breaks up, it's going to continue moving up. Above 1510. Above 1510 would be perfect.
Out of that consolidation.
EJ just did a clean retest after broken consolidation tonight.
Ooh, we got a lot of people in the stream. Hey guys, give it a thumbs up. You know, it's a little boring day, but thumbs up, liking. Yeah, the smartest thing to do on GJ was to wait. But I mean, you could still scalp during those segments between 135 and 132, like Ted said. Because I honestly thought that after 135, we were gonna have like a real little bounce back, and then continue up to 137. That was my analysis. Remember that I told you about it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I thought that start of the month for sure.
Yeah, we all did. But fundamentally, crap happened in politics again, and it pushed it down. Because I really thought that we had missed the move at 135 to go to 139. But now that it's back at like 133, I'm super happy. Because
yeah, no, I'm extremely happy about that, man.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense now.
Right. But once we got to like 135, I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna consolidate there onto like, you know, 134 500 to 135 500, and then shoot up again 130.
Well, the good thing is, if you miss 133 and 134, I would wait till 137, because then you'll get 137 to 139. I think that'll be the next move. So you got lots of room with GJ. That will be, I guarantee you, next year everybody will be trading GJ next year.
Yeah.
Because it'll be recovering, so you'll see Instagram using GJ. Oh, GJ. It's because it's going to have such a huge range to fill on the monthlies that it's going to run the way gold's run the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
when we've already been doing that for the longest time.
Yeah, I think EG is going to be also a massive
yes.
next year too.
Oh yeah, you also trade on EG.
Yeah. I haven't tried it for a little while, to be fair, but I've kept an eye on it, but I think that's another one next year that's going to be soon as the break, and that's going to be a massive one to do.
That's exactly it. It's just funny because when I look at gold and I put that meme up, it was because we've known about gold for so long and how it moves. It's just all of a sudden people caught on to it because it's had these massive moves. But I mean, we see these massive moves all the time.
Yep.
I reposted it. I'm like, oh, that was a funny meme. Again, everyone turned from from Dow Jones to gold. meme generator. I think I got like a couple funny ones to the end.
I think a lot of people watch the stream for ideas, but they don't accept it.
Yeah, I think so too.
They don't accept
because
the fact.
I'm reading a lot of posts on people's Instagram, and it's exactly what we talk about here.
Trendsetters. That's it.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, I think it's flattering that they don't want to admit that we know what we're doing. But it's funny because people do take a lot of our information.
A lot of our information.
How do you send your TradingView chart? Kim Becker, I'll give you a benefit of a doubt that you are new. So maybe if you read the description, there's I know something about the last quote of the year. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but like if you read the video, that video tells you exactly what to send and exactly how to do it. Yeah, you gotta watch the video, homie.
You gotta watch the video, homie.
You gotta rewatch it. If you didn't understand it, you gotta rewatch it. That's awesome. That was a great idea, Ted. Just make a video and put it up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you just in this heavy range.
Yeah, the idea is, I guess, if we put up enough videos and tutorials, eventually there's no more questions, right?
Yeah.
Be caught.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
If only it was that easy.
No. It's interesting to see a year from now who's still going to be in this gap.
This is crazy. Like the penny stocks, how much they evolved.
EURN.
Yeah. How do you understand the news? What I know is that I check for the news, but there's a way to tell how the news will affect a pair. Yeah, I mean, there are like certain hints, price can give you. I mean, if you look at gold or like right now when you look at GJ, it's really hard to tell where news is going to push it. Right? If you look at the market structure, you can say, okay, if this 1 hour candle closes bearish, that means the next one should also continue down. So that could be your bias for the news, that, okay, technically we're bearish, candle close bearish, so if the news is coming, it's high volatility, there's a chance it can head down, so you can speculate it that way. Why gold dropped so hard? It was Trump's tariffs announcements. Man, gold dropped 250 pips.
Ted, what you mean by it would between Jeff and you saying that it will recover? Remember, there was nothing set in stone regarding tariffs.
Well, yeah, because all it is rumor.
So it's gonna basically.
It's all gonna recover. This whole tariff talk until we have an actual agreement signed. When Trump sneezes, the market's gonna react. But then what happens is the next day they all wake up like a bad relationship and be like, "What am I doing?" And then it pulls all the way back again. That's what gold's gonna do, right? You're gonna turn around and gold dropped 250 pips yesterday, and it was based on the fact that Trump said, "Oh, we're coming close to a deal." Then the market wakes up this morning and been like, "Wait a second, nothing's changed. He just spoke." And then when they evaluate his track record of how many times he's actually told the truth, the market's like, "Yeah, this isn't happening." So you'll see it'll recover and pull back probably to 15, 20.
I mean, from what I've seen here in the papers, China, what we see, I mean, China is still saying they don't want to sign anything from what I can see in the papers. So, it's a complete contradiction of what he's saying.
Yeah, 100%. He has to say that to support his people.
Yep.
Because he's basically manipulating the market for all his big business partners. That's all he's doing, is he's driving the market one direction to get everybody to get out, to push them out, and then he pulls it back the other way for them to reload again.
Yep.
Well, this trade, it looked perfect. Like when I looked at this, I was like, okay, the 30-minute candle is going to move up. You remember, but it went down.
What's that again?
It's NQ. It's Nasdaq. So I mean, that was the probability of a loss, because the previous gold trade you took, which we talked about yesterday. Well, we talked about it. We can talk about it in private if you want. That wasn't a good trade. That was like, you know, trying to sell gold while it was ranging. Oh, day before yesterday, I'm sorry. Oh, the last trade you sent me. How was it? Last week? Like the last gold chart. What's Fallbright saying? Fallbright. Man, I hate when people use nicknames. I mean, Fallbright. Who are you, Fallbright?
Fall to the right.
Fallbright. Fallbright asked me, would you please explain what are the drivers and movers of gold?
Oh. A lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like, just use your real name so I know who you are.
Tell them about the super secret website.
Yeah, I mean, you can Google that stuff. What moves gold? If you watch the webinars, like if you watch Market Fluidity, you watch the signs, it's all explained over there. Everything is explained, and to be honest, I don't even know what your name is, you know, who you are. So if you're gonna come into Zoom, at least use your real name.
Yeah, the market drivers, the things that drive gold, I mean, I talked about this yesterday, is because gold's a precious metal and it's a limited supply. So supply and demand drive gold, because you can't create gold artificially. It has to be mined. There has to be, there has to be some sort of service to it. So that's what gives it intrinsic value. It's because there has to be a process with regards to gold. Now, the things that drive gold is because of that, you have the equity market, which turns around and is inversely correlated. Now, it's not 100% inversely correlated, because there's times where gold reacts and the equities market doesn't. So you have to keep that in mind. The other thing is, too, gold is a safe haven. So when there's instability in the market, that means that there's going to be people buying gold. And then obviously when there's stability, people leave gold. Now, this doesn't happen all the time. So there's a lot of different things that will move gold, and it will also move gold the opposite way, because we don't know the exact correlations 100% of the time.
And why is gold so important as a precious metal? Well, because it's basically used in everything that's technologically, like, for example, NASA. Any rocket ship you make requires a lot of gold. So that's why we have the rocket ship indicator of gold. Yeah, a break above 1510 would be ideal.
Clickety clackety, clickety clackety. What's this? Euro USD 4 hour. Yeah, I guess I'd be very cautious to trade euro before the news. Like, God knows what they're gonna say, what Draghi's gonna say, what Carney's gonna say. This will be a fuck show here in the charts.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, me too.
But more importantly, I'm looking to see afterwards on IG how many people caught massive moves.
Yeah, it's gonna be a messy day. And we don't know what the Tekashi 69 is gonna say.
He probably knows already.
Yeah. He's gonna blame somebody. He's gonna blame maybe Johnson.
Flores did it all. Blame him. Otherwise.
AM open. EJ is EJ is ranging. See support and you got resistance here. So ranging. GJ is interesting because GJ rejected that area. Now if your bias is sells, this could be a good opportunity. But always understand your stop is going to be at like 133, 100. That's above the previous 1 hour candle. 30 minutes also bearish. So if you want to be a cowboy, that would be good. But if you want to be cautious, there's news. So you know you gotta keep that in mind.
Gold is popping.
Popping. Gold's gonna pop.
If we break gold like 15, 10, 50, we have a pretty good move there. I think that's what I'll be waiting for.
Yep.
Yep. Nice little range to like 15, 16, 15, 17.
Yeah, I'd like that. Like 15, 14 until 15, 16.
Yeah, right in that little wick area.
Yeah.
That's you see a bear candle that is almost from range like from zone to zone.
Ooh, Gregory sold EJ last night. Beautiful. Thanks for changing my lifestyle. Ooh, thank you. Which citizenship you have? I'm in Canada. Canadian citizenship. I'm new, just see the video, now I understand the rules are clear. Perfect. Can you check Raja? Check what? Oh, GJ will go down. Can you check? Well, if you believe GJ will go down, I told you how GJ can go down. But there's news. So I'd say just wait for the news. How to know zones are major zone or minor zone? If you draw it on a major time frame, then that's the major zone. If you draw it on the small time frame, then that's the smaller zone. Do you go to college? Yes, I went to university. Do you look at currency meter? I looked at it in the morning and then I didn't look at it. So that's your answer. Gold came into this range here, this support. It just did a retest, and there's a very high chance that will continue moving bullish up to 1510. Provided, now if you look on the 15 minute, provided it stays above the low of the previous 15 minute candle, and this 15 minute should go boop, boop, boop. What did you study? Oh, I studied computer sciences.
I like the fact that the hour on gold just created that wick down.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Came back in the range. I studied computer sciences and statistics. Statistics was my strong part.
Yeah, I did computer science, and then I switched to IT.
Yeah, so I understand probabilities of things working out and probabilities of things not working out, and that's all what trading is. That's it. That's all what trading is. You know, that's why school is important, because you learn skills. You learn certain skills that you can use in life. You know, people who post on Instagram, they only post big wins because they don't have those skills they learned at school, because they say, oh, school is for dummies. No, man. School is for smart people. You go to school to become smart, to have an edge in the society. Oh, you're thinking to take a trip in Canada? I'd say come in the summertime, not in the wintertime. Wintertime is the worst time to come to Canada. You guys aren't audible enough. Oh, I think you need to turn up your speakers, Fulbright. Macedonian. Momentum is bullish. A break above 1510 with a 30-minute candle will be safe for longs. Yes, I agree with that. Whose chart did you send here? Why does it say ALF725? Are you stealing someone's charts? Did you steal this chart? People.
No, because my charts used to be dark, so I switched them to light. I don't know.
These
light fluidity.
These New York people, man.
These New York people.
Paying on average $200,000 for ethical education. Man, those comments are just stupid. Seriously, it's just stupid comments. I started trading when I was 28, you know.
And now you're like, what, 57?
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Raja, where can I read about your evolution as a trader? Oh, yes. Excellent question. Hold on.
Wow. Goal is pushing.
Excellent question. I shall give you that link right now. I will try to find that link and I will give it to you.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna break 1510.
Oh, it's not there anymore. I did a podcast with KenFX and now it's not there. So sorry. Could you please send me to the video of how to upload the Tradingview chart? Night Core Drummer. Wow, man. If you cannot do simple analysis on how to watch that intro video, how are you going to do analysis in the charts?
No,
wow, man.
You can't find the video in the description of the live feed.
Holy fuck.
The video's right there. It says, watch this before the live stream.
Wow. I'm just dumbfounded right now.
That's crazy.
I'm just dumbfounded right now. Seriously. What's this? Jamarvin's UJ cells. Oh yes, nice. Playing out now. See, UJ jumped around first. Created support. Look at this candle. This candle was very small, so it wasn't a sell, and then now it's breaking down. You should make your own journey video. No. I honestly don't have time to do that. I wish I had time to make videos and take pictures.
I know.
That's just useless activity. I mean, it's just serves no purpose to me.
Have someone as a videographer, like blog everything that you do. That's, I don't know. That's I find the dumbest thing in the world. Why?
You kind of have got a history already. Though. If you go through all the videos from day one, you can go through every single one and see how you progressed anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
It's just, I find it funny. I don't know, I guess I'm not meant for social media because I just don't see the allure of looking at what someone else has been doing and giving them props for taking a vacation or buying something.
Yeah.
I'm happy, don't get me wrong, so don't misjudge that. I'm happy that people are successful, but I shouldn't have to come shake your hand and congratulate you for buying something.
Oh, congratulations for going to Bali, yay!
Yeah. Nor should I have to have a video to prove that I did something.
No, you know when you went to school and after this summer holidays, like they would ask you, "Oh, where'd you go this summer?" Oh.
Yeah. That's basically what it was, right? You just tell them where you went. You didn't turn around and have a whole videographer crew show it for you.
It's not like the whole class clapped for you. Oh, nice, you went to Mexico, clapping.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find it really weird. Like, I'm happy for people's accomplishments, but I'm not gonna ooh and ah over your brand new bed or the brand new car that you got. You say, hey, that's a cool car, but then 2 minutes later it's done. I don't need a whole video of you signing papers to show me that you're buying a car. That's what I find the funniest. It's could you imagine going into a car dealership and telling the sales guy, hey, hold on a second, I need to get my video crew in here to watch me sign papers.
Oh, look at gold. What a move.
That's a nice shout.
Yeah. Got 8 pips out of it. This is a 30 pip move here. Wow.
Yeah, I'm 37 pips deep.
Oh, nice.
How you went from the good shout then?
Yeah. I got in from the last hour. I got in at the 15-minute candle. If you saw the 15-minute candle, the last 15-minute candle created that support.
Yeah.
After that first 15-minute candle pull up, so I just grabbed it in here. So I'm going for the long haul here to see if we can get the 15-10.
Where you learn Forex, how many it take days to come in profits? You can start your day one of profitability can start today. All you have to do is to show up here at 6:30 a.m. Eastern and just learn away. And that's your first day of profitability. This is awesome. This was so simple. Price broke below 1505, went down to 1503. The next candle closed above 1505, that support, and the next one just went boom up. Ted, I think you were on mute. We were talking about this.
Probably. Yeah, if you look at the 15-minute candles on gold, it was very, very easy. Right where you have that support, that's where I took buys.
Oh, nice.
And I'm expecting it to break above past this gray area and then shoot all the way through.
Yes.
Hopefully it does. If not, I have my stops in place. So.
Yes. And this is where scalping is so simple. Just once or twice, just take the trades. And what's GJ up to? Stuck. EJ is stuck. And there we go. 1510 is about to hit. 1510. Come on.
Easy.
Come on. Oh. Well, I'll take that as 1510.
Oh, so close.
1510 wouldn't be resistance. Yes, that's resistance. So if you're in a buy and when price goes up here, you just secure profits and then leave a runner, because hey, if this breaks, your runner is going to go in massive profits. But what you don't do is hold your entire position betting on the fact that it will break resistance.
Yeah, like right now I moved my stop loss at 13 pips in profit, so whatever happens now happens. I could close right now with 335 pips, but I'll let it run. I think we can get a good push.
Yeah, nice.
The only thing with them resistance is on gold and the supports, how they bounce off so hard. Hopefully we don't get too much before.
Oh, nice. Gold.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. I had entries at 1507.
What happened? Oh.
I had an entry at 1507.
Wow, you said, oh, gold that came running. I thought it broke 1510.
Oh. I think it's going to.
Yeah, this 9:30 open will be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing my Instagram.
Hey, man. Yeah, 1510 will be resistance.
What's this chart here? GJ, I think your stop is way too tight on GJ. Keep it above the 30-minute candle. That's what I would do.
Wow.
I might be wrong, but I will be lucky if the gold hits 15, 16. But I might be wrong.
Yeah, let me check my super secret indicator here. Oh yeah.
Super secret indicator.
Yeah, the dollar is really weak. Dollar is really weak. So I think even if you have a buy stop at 15.10.50, it will get activated, and gold's gonna go boop boop boop. Just like it went boop 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 from 15.06 to 15.10. That's a good highlight. I have that recorded. It's gonna be pretty good.
What, the cuckoo?
Yeah, because I was saying the 15-minute has made a lower high and a higher high, so the next one will also create a higher high and go up, and it will go boop 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 boop.
Like Mario.
Yeah. This is right. Whoever is drawing this box, this is perfect.
Yeah,
that was me.
Oh,
But
nice.
this box was too fatty.
Please look at USD CAD. That's how an RG looks like.
OGs.
You can't use that kind of language here.
Okay.
Yeah, that box is nice.
Yeah, that was pretty boxy, right?
Yeah, that.
Better than boxes.
Please explain the pre-market data you checked to say that the dollar is very weak. It was looking at USD/JPY, the way it's falling. That's why I knew that the dollar is very weak. Because if the dollar is weak, okay, check this out. If the dollar is weak, that means the yen is strong, even though the yen is closed, and maybe that's what pushed GJ up, because the yen is strong. But that should push GJ down, right? If the yen is strong.
At this point,
Yes.
we will think that the yen is a safe haven.
I was just trying to confuse people.
Oh, you did a good job.
I confused myself. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Just saying, I think Ted said it. Someone said it. The yen is basically a safe haven already.
Yeah.
Nothing never happened with the yen.
We got 10 minutes left.
Okay, my friends, fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a Tokyo drift.
That's right. It's been late pushes this week as well.
Yo, rakeel.
Dennis!
Oh, it's macadamian.
Dennis the Menace! And it's Macedonian, Dennis.
I know.
Dennis the little menace. What you doing?
I was on the stream, just hearing you guys from the background, and man, I'm so tired. I don't know how you guys do all these 3 sessions back to back.
We don't do 3 sessions, we do 2 sessions a day.
No, I know. I'm just saying, it's like Alex, he sometimes jumps in on all the sessions. Oh man.
Well, if I don't speak, I'm still in the session, but right now my whole body hurts, so I don't wanna do anything but talk.
What are your from training? You mean that type hurt?
Oh, not really. I don't know. When I left Miami, I was feeling bad, like I had a stomach ache, and I was gassing out a lot. And on Tuesday, when I was already in New York, my whole body started hurting, like everywhere, like my legs, my arms. So I'm thinking,
I don't know, man. If you're in Miami, like if we took up on 10% of Alex's fetishes, you probably caught something.
Yeah, he was poking me a lot, so probably that. started poking me out pretty good. So.
Collins Kirosi, where do I send charts? Colin Kirosi, I think you should watch this. Watch the video in the description first. Raja keeps Forex like dealer with ganja. Yeah, you know, because this stream, as it's growing, our responsibility to being ethical is increasing. You know, so we need to treat everyone with respect and ethics.
Ethics.
So, you know, just like waiting right now. I mean, if you look at the Forex factory, there's Draghi speaking in 6 minutes. Then there's Carney speaking in 19 minutes. There's FOMC Bullard speaking at 10 a.m. Like, holy fuck. What are you guys trying to do with the charts today? That's what you gotta ask them.
Fish for any trades.
Solid Canadian broker. Well, I'll tell you the brokers I use. I use Traders Domain, Vantage FX. I'm trying to get on Black Bull markets, move from Vantage to Black Bull, but let's see what happens.
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby's in YouTube. Oh, Dennis!
Is that real still in place?
Dennis, are you trying to sell me a mortgage?
If you already have a mortgage, you are sitting pretty, okay?
I don't have a house, so.
Not yet.
Soon. Dennis, look at me, Dennis.
Hold on.
Is that your baby seat?
I'm sorry?
Is that your baby seat?
You really think I'm that short, huh?
You're 5'4", right?
Oh man, no, I'm 5'4.5". All right.
Okay, the half makes up for the seat for the.
No, the actual half is my hair.
Oh. And that all depends on the gel you use. Okay.
What's this? Is the new home sales news from yesterday linked to pending home sales news? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never actually looked at it in that way because that's not going to affect the way I trade.
Well, from yesterday, home sales?
Yeah.
I've seen home sales move in the market before. Not gonna lie. Not that crazy, but yeah, moving.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about
right before Trump's impeachment.
Oh no, we're talking about today, not yesterday.
Oh, pending home sales. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Like today is pretty critical for gold.
Do you guys start at London Open? Derek Parker, I think you need to read the description, which says that they are hosted at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. So 6:30 a.m. Eastern is not London Open, my friend. Derek Parker, analysis has failed. Your trade hit stop loss.
Yeah, like Macedonian.
Man, Draghi is really gonna push euro somewhere. I have a feeling it. I don't know. I have a feeling it might push it. I mean, it's at a very, very strong 4-hour zone.
Draghi's gonna make it go up. He needs to.
You think so?
Yeah.
They want strong euro?
Yeah, that's all he wants to do. Is before he leaves, he wants to push it all the way up.
We're just waiting. 2 minutes.
Dennis, where you headed?
Into work. Same old, same old.
Kia Souls come with sunroofs?
Yeah, it's the only vehicle on their lineup that has the panoramic view.
Wow, that is actually pretty cool.
You can actually see the panoramic?
No, I haven't. No. Like I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
never see it.
Oh, look at your JPY. This is awesome. It's closing bullish. The 30 minutes, it might be creating support to Ted's right. Might be creating support for a push up.
Mm-hmm. I have some buy stops.
Yeah, I might get a big magic dildo 30-minute candle going up like this. Yeah. Big magic bullish dildo candle.
He's gonna be walking with that dildo.
Yeah,
Dennis, stick your head out the window. Oh, look at my cat.
There's your cat.
Yeah.
Oh, don't show it to Dennis.
Dennis, stick your head out the window. Out the panoramic roof.
What? Why? It's too cold right now, man.
Just do it. Do it for the ground. Do it for the ground.
No, man. Sure, I'll open it for you guys here. How about that? There we go. Oh, don't tell me it's raining.
118.08. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, jeez, it's cold. Okay, let's do this.
Let's go, EJ.
Is it moving?
Oh, yeah. Let's go gold.
There goes gold.
Oh. Damn.
1509. Yes, get it. Damn. Oh.
Gold.
Gold. Let me get that money. I had entries at 1507 flat. Sort of a cowboy right there, but you gotta risk it for the biscuit, right, Dennis?
Never heard of that before. Yeah, I gotta learn to hold my trades because I had one at 1500.
Seriously? Oh my gosh, 1600.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was because I was on at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was just talking to Jeevan like, if this thing falls back to 1500, I'll slam one position.
That's good.
Wow.
So fast.
That was a nice position. It dropped to 1500 again during the news at New York, so it would have pulled back all the way break. I thought you got it at the New York news.
No, I did. Oh, that like when we're talking at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, I was like, I'm waiting for it to pull back to.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was fast.
It was actually, yeah.
Oh man, come on, traffic! Don't do this to me now.
Where does your name come from? Macedonia.
TJ, okay.
My son is downstairs. He's screaming at the cartoons.
There's so many new cartoons nowadays, bro. I remember back then it used to be Barney and the Teletubbies and the thing.
Yeah, I used to watch Teletubbies. Ooh, gold is going to 1510. Again, 1510. Can we
I just watched the pips on gold, and it moves like 20 pips every second.
Man, it's moving hard.
2 pips every second. It just moves up and down 2 pips every second.
This is called, there's a lot of volume in gold.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
Hey, Rakeel, for next week on the Monday, I've been watching to see how much your viewers are climbing. I'm trying to see if you do one stream without any profanity or any controversial topic. I want to see if your channel actually gets spreaded like crazy.
No, I don't think it's about that. It's about interaction.
Okay.
It's about interaction and the amount of time people spend on the stream. So it's about that. So.
Well, all I was told is that they shadow ban you if there's a lot of profanity, so you won't get that full exposure from the algorithm.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. Because it's really hard to control profanity.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, 1510.
Yes,
1510. Oh, 1510.
1511.
Bye. Profanity. I mean, all smart people that I know, they curse.
So
we're gonna have a lot of cursing then.
Come on, 15.
15.
Exactly.
151050 is someone's buy stop. They sent me their chart.
1515 will be very nice to get to. I think we can get to 1520.
1520.
Yeah.
Ooh, $10 move. Okay.
That zone he's got marked there was 1517, right? I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, 1517 I think is a very safe zone.
Yeah.
1520 is a pretty good resistance level.
Yeah. If we can just pop out of this zone, this range out of 1510, if we can break the 1512, then we're off to the races. We got to break 1512 though, because it's ranging between 1509 and 1511 basically.
Yeah.
Did any of the euro pairs actually move during the last 4 minutes right now?
No.
Okay, all right.
They went for Carney.
Okay.
They'll be watching Carney on their phones on the side. Draghi will wait to see what he said, then he said, "No, we will do this." Oh, we got Phil in the house.
Mario Draghi.
Analyst Phil in the house.
Oh, Black Bulls Phil. What the hell? This got the new iPhone. You got the new iPhone, Dennis?
No, it's the S10.
Who sent a UJ sell chart? Someone sent a UJ sell chart in the morning.
Probably Kerwin.
No, I don't know. Someone sent. Oh, Jamarvin's, yes. See, this was a nice sell because it actually broke with a very healthy 30-minute candle. Gold is moving in.
Let's go, gold.
Gold.
Yeah, the bus is gone.
Give me 1512 in this push, please.
Yeah, you will get 1512. Just watch when you get to 1512. There's going to be a massive rejection.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit 1512, but if we hit 151150, 1512 around there, be very, very careful. There may be a massive rejection.
Okay. I'm gonna have my stops. I'll break even.
Yeah, just be very careful when we get to 151150 to 1512. There could be, like I said, a massive rejection.
Wow. I see a lot of single parents here. Wow.
Yo.
Ted, other than the fact that there's resistance at 1509, why do you believe that it's going to have a rejection?
Because I have the 200 EMA on my hourly chart, and it's heading towards that, right at that level. So I use the 200 EMA as sort of a confluence sometimes with very volatile pairs because they reject off those levels hard. So if you look on like the 4 hour, like on my charts, the 200 EMA, it bounced right off of that. So that's what I'm saying. It may bounce off the 1 hour on this.
Oh, okay, so possibility then. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying just be very aware. I assume that it should probably magnet up to that level in the next hour or so, but we just have to be very careful how it reacts around that area. It might just break through it, right? And then that's really good because then that EMA will act as a support level as we travel through back up to like 15. I'm looking right now at around 15.14, 15.15. That's a zone that will enter on the hourly, and we should basically return to 15.18 at this point, because you have clear traffic on the hourly candle once we break above once this hourly candle breaks out, it should push all the way through up to 15.18, which is not a big deal. Like, it's not really that big of a move. I mean, it is in ideal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there you go. So now watch where we see how we're approaching now.
Yeah,
15:11.
chart is being penetrated by this thing.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna do this for close.
Yeah, so just be very careful around this area.
Because it looks like, yeah, you know what? You're right. We've seen gold do this many times. We're just retraces.
Ooh, wow. Gold, wow, nice.
Yeah, so once you get to 15.50, be very, very careful. Or 15.11.50, be very careful. Because you can already see it starting to pull back.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. You see 223.
Oh wow, that buy stop got activated there.
Wow, nice.
At 15.10.50, up 10 pips.
What do you got?
Oh, just double.
Keep on going.
Run of the mill, double.
Oh, very nice. Look at that push.
Pay attention to that EMA, baby.
Look at that
Keep
push.
going.
Yeah.
Keep on in, baby.
Keep going,
I think
baby.
it's time for a full margin trade.
See, now Noah, he's actually trying to pull himself up now. Yeah,
No.
because he's sitting up. His back is getting stronger. So like every time I hold him like this,
What the fuck is going on over there?
Catch him because
Thank you, Ted.
no problem.
Oh,
Hey, I called that.
See, now you see how it pulls back right away? It's starting to pull back right from that 15.11.50 point. That's why I'm saying if you're in the trade right now, you're in deep, you can hold it, but you're going to get a bit of a rejection area around here. So this is where you should probably close if you just got like 8 and 10 pips or whatever.
I'm gonna close entered at 1507, close
I'm
that.
not gonna be greedy.
Wow.
I'll just close.
Well, you know, that's
a nice push.
Very nice push. This is how you navigate through the New York session like a bus.
Yes, sir. Now I'm out.
Like a bus.
Look at, yeah, there's a rejection. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, someone's in a gold cell?
Look at that being created.
Oh, thank God. Wow, what a close. I closed at 11.50.
Yeah. Me too.
I was looking at the 1 minute.
Oh, wow. UG also dropped.
Wow, Ted, look at that rejection on that DMA. Wow. I mean, I'm looking at my screen, which is I have the same EMA too.
It hit the 50 right on it. On the 1 hour, it hit right.
That's what I said. I said it was going to do it.
Right on it. Hit.
Good night.
Oh, good call, guys. We're done for the day. Listen to like some salsa. That's you, Kerwin?
No.
Salsa.
Merengue salsa.
Merengue.
Boy, we have a good time on Saturday.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys again for being here. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, rakeel.
Holy moly, macaroni. Where are you going, Gold?
Yeah, it's going all the way up.
You're going to 15, 16?
Yeah, 15, 16, 15, 18. It's going to go.
Oh, nice.
If you're deep in profits, you should just keep moving your stop up a bit. Like.
No, I close my position.
Close? Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's good too.
I closed as well.
Better safe than sorry. But anyways, it was really nice push.
Yeah, man, we had a great time in Miami. Really good. Enjoyed it. Yeah, film, bro, for getting off the car, helping you.
No.
That reminded me of me, bro.
We should have clean traffic all the way up now on this 30-minute candle. You see where the 30-minute candle is right now? We should mirror the 30-minute candle from September 25th. So it'll give you one push right before 10 o'clock. We should get a nice push right up into 1513.
Do you reckon it's going to do that whole 4-hour wick? Oh, sorry, candle. On the 15th, 25th.
Yeah. Well, on the 30-minute, there's a 30-minute candle right back on 1530 on September 25th. That candle we're currently mirroring right now with this candle, so we should get to 1515 with this 30-minute candle. Because now we have a clear path. We've officially broken out of that 30-minute zone, so you'll see it start to continue to push now.
That's very interesting. And on a 4 hour, it's pretty much just where that.
Yeah, the 200
was formed on the 23rd, I think.
Yeah. So just manage the trade accordingly. You might get a quick 10 pips and then just have to exit.
That 280 minutes only at 15 flat.
Yeah, like I'm 60 pips deep right now on this trade, so I'll just wait to see what happens at 1515.
Black markets.
Yeah, look. Black gold markets. Hello.
I know you love that accent, Rakeel.
No, it's
oh, easy. Rakeel makes fun of it all the time.
Black gold market. Yes, we're the best. Need cash.
Like now, if you're looking at gold, I would not advise entering gold. I would wait for the next hour. I think what you'll be playing with fire if you try and catch this hour candle, because it may exhaust a bit in the next 10 minutes or so, and that's going to hurt you. So just be very cautious if you are trading gold right now, because obviously there's always usually a pullback towards the end of the hour. If you look at previous candles, they always tell you the same thing. And then look potentially for a spike in the next hour, and that may drive us a little bit more.
I mean, if you go hold drawdown, which is not suggested,
yeah, because you can see it drop 20 pips in like 5 minutes. Yeah. So just be very cautious with gold. Because this 1510 level is a very strong level, so it's either going to bounce around it and break further up, or we might just consolidate in this area. But I mean, most people should have exited already at 1511.50 when they called it.
Yeah, I exited that.
Yeah, I'm out.
I know how to follow instructions.
Oh, it's just securing profit, right? Like, I mean, if you're already deep in the trade, it makes sense to hold it, right? Like, I'm still holding, so I don't really care. But I mean, it's just people jump in at like 1509 or 1510, and then they're like, oh, we're going to 1512, or sorry, we're going to 1515, 1517. And it's like, you have to realize that the bulk of the move is already done, because we had a huge rejection at around 1503, 1502. Right, and this is the result of that rejection, right? So this next hour candle, when the first hour candle rejected, yet last hour when we rejected like 1503, 1504, you have to realize that all those orders are getting placed somewhere, and it's the next hour candle that gave us the push up, right? So you have to understand that if we grab like $3 or $4 of liquidity we're only probably going to go up $3 or $4 the upside, right? So you have to look at it that way as well, and not try and get over the feet. That's all.
All right, bye guys. I'm out. Back to work.
Take care, Mac.
Bye, Kerwin. Bye, Ted.
Yep. Good.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, Rakeel.
Did you enter on the 15-minute time frame? Yes, I did. We explained the entry earlier before on the 15-minute candle around 8:45, 8:30 area, AM Eastern. If you look at the 15-minute candles there, you'll see where support was created and where we started to take off to.
Yeah, the entire trade was broken down. A complete breakdown.
Complete breakdown of the trade, like every day.
Will Carney's speech affect gold?
And Ted, yesterday people were really interested to know if you had any drugs in your what was it, live stream.
Yeah, I don't understand what the hype is around drugs. I don't do drugs, but I mean, it seems like everybody else does. Maybe that should be a sign. If 1,000 people are doing drugs and you guys don't know what's going on, and the one person not do drugs knows what's going on, maybe that should tell you something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, right?
And what was he by Constantine? Such a great man.
Randy. Hey, Randy. Randy. Randy's busy, Phil. Randy. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Where will this video be posted? Oh, this? Yeah, vegan hot dog. So all these sessions, they're saved on YouTube.
Need to subscribe. Need to see them all.
See them all.
See them all, mate.
See all of them, mate. I mean, these sessions, they're effortless. I mean, they've done without any effort. Like, at times you would feel like, oh man, I gotta do another live session, I gotta do analysis, and this entire thing, it just comes naturally, you know. There's literally no effort. That's like tying your laces. You just tie your laces. Like Ted told on Sunday that if you wanna get out of bed and walk, you just stand up and you just start walking. No effort needed. Unless there's a problem with your legs, of course, but...
Or you've been drinking.
Yeah. All these videos, damn. I wonder what YouTube's gonna do with these live streams. Because in Mixer and Twitch, they get removed after 2 weeks.
Do you have a limit that you can have, or?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. And they're all like 2 hours, like 2.5. So YouTube must have a lot of storage space, I guess. They have a big hard drive. See if you can borrow it from them. Hey, just need your hard drive for a day. I'm making 2% per day, but my risk is like 4% per trade. But I'm only taking 2 trades per day, and sometimes closes earlier my loss. Am I doing it right? Yes, you're doing it right. I mean, most times I close before price hits my stop loss. You know, way before. So if you're taking 50 trades and all your trades have a, let's say, a 15 pip stop, and most times if you're closing your trades at negative 10 pips, right? So, and if your profits are always 15 pips plus, if you're trading like gold or GJ, then, you know, even if you lose half the trades, you're still going to have a profitable outcome. But The only thing you gotta fix is overtrading and overleveraging. That's the only thing you gotta fix. YouTube is the GOAT after Forex family. Yes, I think there's a lot of if half the people who show up here on Zoom, if they didn't show up, this stream wouldn't work at all. It just wouldn't work.
There's always questions that we get about where should I place my stop loss when I'm in profits. And I think as a trader, what you have to learn is you have to learn with what you are content with. If the trade was to stop right now, are you looking to take the profit that we're currently at, or are you comfortable with the profit retracing? I think as a new trader, you should get used to the fact that you need to start taking profit as much as possible and closing out your charts, because all that will happen is you will get frustrated if, when this trade, as an example with gold, it moved up like to 1512, and that was sort of the high for the hour, and you didn't take profit, and now it's back at 1510. You have to understand that there's always optimal times to exit a trade and be content with your profit. If you're not content with your profit, you're not content with your trading, and there's an issue there. You have to understand the market is giving you money, and you are earning it by doing what you're doing. You cannot ask for more than what the market gives you. So when you're looking to move stop losses into profit, you have to evaluate that and say, what if the trade stops right now? Do I want the money that's on the table, or am I comfortable letting the trade exhaust a bit and then continuing further up? And with that being said, am I comfortable with it hitting my stop loss at that point? So as an example, the other day, the trade hit my stop loss, and then it ran for like, $20. So that was like, 200 pips. I have to be content with the fact that I did not lose money, but I also have to understand that by moving my stop loss into profits, I am also assuming the risk that my stop loss will be hit and my trade will be done. You have to get comfortable with that, and you have to get used to that.
Oh boy, I think 10 a.m. Hey Chris, hold for like 5 minutes. I wanna catch this fuckery here. 10 a.m. It's gonna go boom boom.
I got another entry on gold right now.
Just looking at it as well right now.
Yeah, let's see if it holds.
And let's go on 15 too, rejecting that 26th September support.
Yeah, I got an entry of 1509. Let's see. $65.
Ready for the rocket ship. That 15-minute candle still needs to flip up. It might create a new support over here. We might bounce around this area before we break up again. Yeah. That's the only problem with this current 15-minute candle.
10 a.m. should make the nice push up.
Yeah, so see that wick that's forming on the hourly right now?
Mhm.
At 10 a.m. we should get a quick spike to fill that, and then that will determine, we might pull back further down. Ideally, I'd always like a spike to the downside first so that we have more liquidity to go further up. But I think at 10 o'clock, you might find that there's going to be a little bit of a push up and then a spike down. I mean, that's usually what happens, but who knows?
Ooh, EJ's gonna move 10 a.m.
So we'll see. Because it's now just pulled down 4 or 5 pips again within the last minute.
Yeah.
So 1508 is a very hard support, so I think we should be good. Sometimes I just want the hour to flip already so that the new injection of liquidity comes. I hate the last minute candle because it drops so hard so fast. It's just dropped 10 pips, 12 pips.
Now it's going to be hard to say it's going to move up because it's coming back in.
Yep, it's coming back into that range.
Yep. Ooh, EJ's moving
Holy
up now.
cow. There it goes again. Oh, come on, hold. Just pull down a bit more and then go up. Just hold around 1508, that's all we need.
Okay, let's go.
Hold. I'm just come on, man. Give us a shot up. Give us the opportunity. Come on, 10 o'clock. Why are you doing this to us? Oh my gosh, my stop loss is gonna get hit in a second. Oh, come on, hold here. Hold. There we go. Come on. I was like, I don't want my stop loss getting hit. Come on. I think we're good at 1508. If we can hold right here at 1508, I think we're good. We just need this to hold. I mean, a good entry now for gold is if you're looking to buy gold, a good entry is at 1509 now, 1509.50, because once this 30-minute candle flips, it's going to fill that wick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's going to stop me out before we fill that wick. Yeah, well. No, it's coming close to stop outs. Oh, it's coming close to stop.
It is looking very ugly right now.
It is. It's coming close.
My stop loss is of 1506.
Because the hourly is just looking really bad as well.
Oh yeah, it closed below resistance.
Yeah, it's
so
really bad.
Logically it shouldn't go up now. But this is the time, when market starts to fuck you.
Yep.
So I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I just didn't expect it to create this deep of a wick for the next the next hour candle. I think if we can hold at 1508, this is a very scary region. If we can hold at 1508,
the thing is,
we'll be good.
There's God watching, so you'll get.
Yeah, this is just back in this range now.
Yeah, we need to break it up. We need this 15-minute candle to create a wick and then pull back up. Once this candle pulls back up above 1509, 1510, we're safe. But right now it's in no man's land, so just be very careful. I hate this stupid first few minutes of the hourly. Oh man. Come right back down.
It almost looks like it wants to fill that 4-hour wick to the downside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there.
Ah, fuck.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Alright everyone, take care, have fun.
Enjoy.
Alright.